You. You there. Have you ever heard of the tale of two towers? And the twist of fate? Well, that is tonight's reading. Yes, it is. Tonight is a moon phase reading. And in tonight's energy, this is the falling moon phase of the waning moon. That means this is the time of falling, the time of consequence, the time of reaping what you sow, the time of harvest. And in this time of harvest, well, we got some karma. Yes, we do. Yes, indeed, we got very, very interesting energies coming out tonight. Tonight, we have karma. Tonight, we have justice. Tonight, we have the consequences. The consequences of misbehaving. So, in this twist of fate this evening, well, we got a story all for you this evening. Alright, here we are. Are you ready for another moon phase reading? This is moon phase number 10, 2026, 3/11. That is March 11th, and this one has some energies that I will reveal right here. This is our moon phase of waxing. No. Waxing's the other one. The spring one. This is the autumn one. This is waning. This is the waning moon phase, where things fall, where things end, where there's harvest to be received. And so, moon phase 10, 2026, 03/11, we have the element of air. Starting out this reading with the waning phase of the moon. Next, we are currently in the time, well, this reading is currently in the time of Pisces, which is a water element, and so Pisces will be represented here as water. And this reading is also in the time of winter. And so the season of winter is represented here. And that means that, here we go. We got water, air, and water. These are my psychic test cards. You can get your own copy if you would like. Helps support me and my channel at jEsTeRJaMiSeN.inc. There's a link to my card shop on my personal website. Okay, so are you ready for your tarot reading? I'm going to do the Fey Tarot, which I'm treating as an oracle deck, and the Gilded Tarot Royale, as I'm treating as a tarot deck. Okay, so 4 of each of the cards. Okay. What do we got for tonight's energy? Moon phase 10, 2026, 03/11. Pisces, water energy. The moon with the air elemental energy. And the winter. What do we got? So, we got 2 waters and 1 air, which is kind of like the bubbles underneath the surface. There's a video game out there called Subnautica, and it's about like breathing underwater. You can't breathe underwater, you have to find these air pockets. And so this is kind of like an air pocket. Like a refuge, maybe. A harvest. You're getting your harvest, your reward. Alright, what do we got? Got this one. And these 3. But this one too. And now I'm strictly only taking 4. So yeah, when this happens, just gonna feel them. Like I like this one because they're this one. I'm not getting good energy with this. I feel it's like smoking. It's not compatible. What is it? Green people. Yeah, I don't like green people. Okay. It's right there. So you can, if this happens, like I draw more than 4, I'll let you look at it, but it's not going to be included. So there we go. Okay. And what do we got over here? Alright. For Pisces energy, moon phase, waning moon phase, endings, harvests. Okay. Also, I got these bracelets on, and this is white and like a gray, and so the moon phase is represented here, the waning moon. This side is dark, this side's light. It's half-seas time, where things balance out. Okay, what do we got? This one, and this one. What? These two. What? Yeah. Okay. Ta-da-da. All right. Are you ready? Let's flip these over. See what we got. Page of Pentacles with the Fallen Empress and the Tower and the Five of Swords, picking up the pieces from a karmic situation. You're not, because it's in reverse. Maybe there's some sort of tower situation happened to you, and you're not able to pick up the pieces. Maybe your house got one of those mudslides, and there's nothing to recover from it, kind of situation. Yeah, and there's the souls being sucked up by the horses in the background. Yeah, so there's possibly some sort of tragedy that happened. And you made it out because you're watching this video. And maybe someone didn't. Maybe you lost someone. Either through death or some sort of separation. Maybe there was an argument and there's no picking up the pieces from this. There's some sort of separation. Be that physical, emotional, or whatever. If you did lose a loved one, let me comfort you by saying that if they were loving, if they were amazing, and you lost them, that's better than living with a toxic, abusive person that just will never leave. Okay, so that whole saying, like, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. At least, if they were good, then you have the good memories. It's sad that you're separated, but in the spiritual dimension, you'll get along. You'll see them again. However, in the physical dimension, if you're stuck with an abuser, then you gotta cut your ties. I mean, they were already lost to you long ago when you found out their true nature. And so, yeah, this is either a toxic person who you removed yourself from, at least emotionally, if not physically. There's no repairing this relationship. Or that some sort of disaster happened and someone died that you cared for, and you can't seem to pick up the pieces from your situation. Just know it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I have never loved at all, not because I am defective. No. I am capable of love, it's just no one ever loved me, so, well, they get the tower moments, so, yeah. Now, this is also my video game card. Us gamers, we know after a battle, you loot all the corpses, you take all the weapons and you sell them, so you can, you know, buy yourself some food and stuff, so, there's harvestable resources in harvest time. However, in reverse, it's like there's nothing to be salvaged. Like the mud already turned into cement and everything's lost because of this tower moment. Or this person is just so incredibly toxic, they're really not worth having around in your life. Whatever it is. What do we got over here? Sword dancer. Ooh. Stage. On stage. Success. Oh, wow. And another tower. How interesting. We got both towers here. Okay, in 2 decks. As confirmed. Gosh. Golly gee, look at this. 2 towers in a reading. From different decks. Now this tower is a little different than this tower. However, it is in reverse. So it's looking quite the same. Alright, this is supposed to be like this. Where it's a flying tower of wonder and whimsy and amazement. But then you see brick by brick it's starting to crumble. So it's deceiving. It's like, it's wonderful, but then wait, the bricks are leaving. Or maybe they're floating. Maybe this is like Minecraft. Okay. But, so there's like whimsy and enjoyment and tragedy and loss. Maybe this inspired you to do something creatively, but in reverse, with this one being in reverse, it looks a lot like the original tower from the tarot with the destruction. The lightning strikes the tower and the people have to fall out of it to escape the fire. And so yeah, double towers, like the same meaning when it's this one's particularly in reverse. Double towers, that's going in the description or title name of this video. Double towers. Golly, and look at these sword dance. Okay. Look at this. In this situation, you, the hero of the story, can't pick up the piece, can't pick up all these swords, right? But then look at these people. They were just dancing with swords. And the horse, the souls with the horse and this red dagger and everything. Quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. That they're just there playing with their swords. And you, there's no swords for you because this is in reverse. Like they took all your swords away. These could be thieves, these could be spiritual warfare attackers sending negative energies to try to destroy your life again. Gosh. Maybe. That could be one element in this story, because we got 2 towers here. However, these 2 are quite a match. Okay, they're both experienced in dark energy. We got the yin-yang thing, and this is the waning moon reading, which deals with darkness, which deals with half-seas. Look, he's even half-seas right here. And he's in the light, she's in the darkness, and here we go. You know, light and dark with my bracelets there. These seem like a pair. These seem like a match. And, yeah, these would be two beings of darkness that know what they're doing. As opposed to some reckless, jealous entity. These 2. This can represent a team that knows what they're doing for good purposes. They have good intentions. So this would be like ricochet energy. This would be return to sender kind of stuff. And wow, how amazing. So this is the light, right? He's in the light, she's in the darkness. And so this is like behind the scenes. This is under the spotlight. So under the spotlight, you got this card. And this is my performer card. This is my, you're on stage. It's the prime of your life. You're putting on a show. It's amazing. It's like the best show of your life. This is fantastic energy. Absolutely fantastic. And we have 2 towers here. And this guy, it's like he's like a sword dancer. He's a sword juggler. Like, this is a circus. And you got like this guy juggling, dancing, probably swallowing swords somehow. I don't recommend that. And then this girl is like in the shadows doing her tarot readings for the people who come to the carnival to see the main show. So it seems like a team, like a carnival of people, all doing their own little parts for the show. And this tower, okay, this tower is specifically a whimsy tower. This tower is like, it's supposed to be up in the air, and we got an air element here with water, so it's possibly this muddy situation, like a storm, like actual mud. And so now what's supposed to be up in the air is now like submerged, which is quite interesting here. Very fitting. But this is a whimsy tower. This is like seeing the best out of this broken situation, because now it's a home for fishies. You know, they can swim through this. It's very serious though. These two are very, very serious at the darkness, at the ricochet. These could be protectors, or they could be enemies. It could go either way. It's, you know, yin yang. It probably represents both. Competent people knowing what they're doing to stop evil with their own darkness by utilizing the forces of darkness, which doesn't mean evil, but using darkness to combat evil intentions, to prevent this from going like this. Okay, these are like defenders. These are protectors of this big moment, of this shiny, amazing thing. But she's standing on a crumbling stage, so this foundation had to go. Yeah, more like the benefit, the silver lining to this is this foundation was always doomed to crumble. And this foundation's unworthy of this performance. You gotta get a different stage. Maybe you're building. Maybe this is in construction. And so you're setting the foundation, and your foundations are being protected so you can achieve this amazing moment, for your legacy, for your destiny. So this is fantastic. It's very similar to this. Got the pentacle right here. This is money, health, wellness, recognition. Here's the peacock here with the feathers and everything. You're putting on a show. You're displaying. Absolutely fantastic energy. Yeah, they're very, very similar. He's like showcasing, like a product that they just made. This is like making a YouTube video. This is like going on the theater stage and putting on a show. They're performers. They're and these are tricksters. These are deceivers, but they seem to be protecting this. In other card readings, they were representing the manipulators to prevent this, but in this situation, it seems like they're guarding this, and this is you. these are both you. And so it's out of your hands. They're taking care of it, with this defense. Tower moments, you gotta let things crumble and fall to move on, to get onto the path of your destiny. These are fantastic cards, especially to have alongside towers. It's, hang on a second, I'm muting. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I can just mute the, with a click of a button. Just needed a bit of a rest, but, yeah, these are also health cards, so you gotta take care of yourself, because, the show must go on, right? Just absolutely fantastic symbols of, prosperity and abundance and, financial success, of independence, and yeah, alongside these disasters, these towers, these events can propel you to achieve the most in your life. If these didn't happen, then it would kind of be like there's no pressure, there's no motivation, and even if you were determined to go down one path, these obstacles kind of made you go down different paths, and now you got like side quests of different knowledge that you can implement, and through all the experience of the side quests, you can continue your main adventure with better tools. So yeah, these are masters at what they do, and they wield swords, and so they're defenders, they're protectors. They get things done. Now this could also mean words. You know, battling with words as well, because the swords do represent words, language, and here's the 5 swords over here. It's like you don't know what to say, you're being interfered with the throat chakra, or maybe you just have nothing to say to this toxic individual over here. So yeah, for some reason you don't have the swords, and yet swords are being raised for you. You're focused on your pentacles, so you're not focused on your defense, but it's like your destiny is covered. Your destiny is protected despite these hardships. Again, this is a loss of a friendship. This is a toxic person, someone who was never there for you, never nurturing, never supportive. Maybe this is just all the haters that are so filled with like ego, and they think they're amazing and wonderful when they're like in fallen, reversed, bully kind of energy, and so that's how they treat you. They've always been a bully, and so, you know, they intended the tower moment to happen to you, but this is like, you know, these sword dancers did the winds of change and influenced the tides in your favor. So, yeah, this is such a amazing reading. Now, I did, yeah, this just happened, right? I took back this character, which is kind of like the toxic person here, and I exchanged it for something that felt better, which I think was that. Yeah, you don't want to be in the wrong company. You want to be with people that resonate with you. And so it's better to have loved and lost than to have never had the love at all. These toxic connections, like this is like an evil, overbearing mother figure that's not letting their child grow up and have adventures and meet wonderful people. They're like isolating them to keep them stagnant as like a control mechanism of this hellish matrix of Earth to have no opportunities in life. It's just tower after tower after tower. And so once you escape from that, then this is your destiny. This is like the future where these tower things aren't going to be as bad in the future. Water reading, 2 towers, and 2 presentation. There's like these protectors are very interesting. I've never had protectors in my life, so I'm always wary and like, are they really there to protect? Are they there to cause these towers to turn this individual into a toxic enemy? So yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. You survived. Whatever you went through, you survived. And you got a good future ahead of you. You know, don't assume the people you meet will be your protectors. But it's certainly nice to have if this is true. Just don't count on that. So yeah, your destiny though. You're making good progress. You got a destiny here. So this is kind of like plot armor. Okay. You're gonna make it to the end game, so to speak. Okay, that's what I got for you. Hope you enjoyed this ending, this harvest of abundance in your future. Focus on what you have right now. Even though you can't salvage from this previous situation, you got something good going for you right now. Hopefully good, valuable people in your future as well. Okay, well, have a good night. Alright, okay, what a reading it was tonight. Yes, because this is a moon phase reading. In this moon phase reading, this is waning, ending readings of the moon. And so tonight, oh, wasn't it wonderful, wasn't it exciting? We got 2 towers of fate coming out tonight. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic for the consequences. Very exciting as the ending energy tonight.